All Scorpios are said to be mistrusting, mysterious, and frankly just bad people according to the stereotypes of astrology. But did you know there's actually 3 different kinds of Scorpios you can be based off of when your birthday is within Scorpio season? For example, if you're born in the first 10 days of Scorpio season, you're a stereotypical Scorpio because you have a dominant influence of the planet Pluto, which means that you are focused on self-transformation and you seek depth in life by constantly redefining and transforming yourself. These are the people who are stereotypically mysterious because they keep a lot to themselves and are always in this, so to say, ever-changing process of who they are. One thing I additionally noticed with the first decan of Scorpio ruled by Pluto is that they tend to see everyone's dark side. If you're born in the middle 10 days of Scorpio season, you are a decan 2 Scorpio with an additional rulership and influence of Neptune, the planet of Pisces. And so these are the Scorpios that are not so much fitting apparently the stereotype of deep, dark, mysterious Scorpio, but instead seem more welcoming and sociable because they have a lighter energy to them. This is a Scorpio that may struggle more also with disassociation because Neptune is the planet of confusion and idealism. And so these are the Scorpios that tend to be more distant and detached rather than seeing impulsive, obsessive, or really invested. They seem to have a veil over their personalities more so. And so they tend to have more heightened idealism about how people should be and more empathy and compassion, but they oftentimes get into situations where they are either manipulated or the manipulator. Only if you're born in the last 10 days of Scorpio season, you're a decan 3 Scorpio with an additional rulership of the moon. This is the Cancerian edition of Scorpios. These are the people who are the most stereotypically mistrusting and yet at the same time most protective and most loyal. These are the people who heavily protect others and make sure that they are supported. They almost give off the mom friend kind of energy, and they oftentimes feel like if they don't have their connections, then there is no depth or meaning to life. I would also say, based off of personal experience with this decan of Scorpios, that they tend to be more open to wearing their heart on their sleeve, even if they don't necessarily let people into their physical environment very closely, meaning letting people around them very often, welcoming them into their house, letting people hang out with them very often. But this is a very generalized, quick overview into the 3 decans of Scorpio. So drop a comment down below. When is your birthday within Scorpio season? Did any of this resonate for you? And if you want to understand the depths of each Scorpio decan, I invite you to check out my YouTube video on my channel about the Scorpio decans, where I dive deep into each of these individual decans and explain what this means for you and how this changes how you embrace your Scorpio archetype and give it fulfillment. And follow for more.